How are we doing? I wanted to demonstrate and make a quick video of how I do a shock rebuild. This shock is off of a Traxxas Stampede, and I'm fairly sure that most Traxxas shocks will be rebuilt the same way. So I'm just going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to talk my way through it. One of the reasons for a rebuild is that when I first put on the new caps and the new rubber seal on the inside, I don't think that I did a particularly good job at it. They leak a little bit, and I found on another YouTube video just an easier way to put on the rubber fitting. I guess I shouldn't say easier, it's actually a little bit more difficult, but to my understanding it makes the seal better. So here I go. I'm just going to speak as I go along. So I go ahead and undo that clip real quick by just compressing the spring down, and you can just slide it down and out. Pull your spring off, pull off this little piece here. You can undo your cap after that. Cap is undone. Alright. It looks like the seal was actually on pretty well, but we're going to reset anyways. Going to go ahead and get all that old fluid out. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take off this piece too. And if I'm fast enough, I'm going to go ahead and present this video in real time, not sped up or anything. Go ahead and clean off that shaft. Let that hang out there for a second. Clean off the threads. Clean the body of the shock. Here's the little rubber piece I'm speaking about. It's right there. Not gonna lie, everything looks like it was sealed correctly. With my shocks being as dirty as they were, I'm just gonna go ahead and attribute how dirty they were to the fact that I was just driving it off-road in dirt and sand and dust. It's been raining in Minnesota the last couple days, and of course the ground is still not completely dry, so that would explain that. But you get all this dirt sticking to your shocks and you're like, oh man, what's wrong? Especially after I was kind of a noob and rebuilt them the first time, not feeling as confident as I do now. So everything's cleaned off. Go ahead and reinstall that shaft back in. There. I use my tool again. See some dirt on these threads. Nothing crazy. Bam. I'll go ahead and put some new fluid in. Got that all filled up. Now the next step is to compress the shock shaft. Try to get out any air bubbles that you see. Also from learning from other people on YouTube, you could set your preload this way, kind of saving the position, and then reinstalling the cap and the rubber grommet. And but a little trick that I'm going to show everyone that I learned, and it's probably not even a trick, it's probably just a proper way of doing it. I don't read manuals, I just watch videos. So if you're like me, I hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and preload it a little bit. I'm going to put that rubber cap back on, and then I'll let suction do the rest of the work. You'll probably see it get kind of sucked back onto the cap. So now that's sucked back down, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall my cap. This one can get a little tricky because, you know, if you don't put this on super straight, then you're gonna break the seal again. So I'll do my best. Oh yeah, I stayed committed and I got it. I'll tie that in. You'll see a little bit of oil coming out, but I think I got that seal down packed. I'll tighten it down all the way by hand. Now it's good to go ahead and reinstall everything else. Put that back on, put your spring back on. Can press that spring, slide this through, everything go up, and you're good. And I mean, if you don't think you made a good seal, then one thing you'll notice is that your shaft does not come back out when you compress it. I think it's coming out just fine. Oh, we're good to go. And that's a rebuilt spring, rebuilt shock, rebuilt shock spring combo. There you go. Thanks. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.